for batter, sorter, Molotov cocktails.
I thought, how can we use Santa and his backstory and his magic, and how can we use that in fight in a fun, inventive, crazy, violent way? And that's a really fun part of the process, just sitting down and basically riffing on action and what we can do to surprise people.
My favorite part is the Christmas ornamentation that he uses to literally obliterate people.
David Harbour, he's not a stranger to this kind of film fighting. He boxes and things like that, so basically he's already has a mastery of certain body movements and things like that.
There's no need for that.
What, this?
Yeah. Bam!
The first fight, Santa basically gets his ass kicked.
We're trying right now to do it as a one-er, so that everything in one shot.
Yes. We'll do the switch somewhere there.
Yeah, great.
I'm gonna hide the stunt double with a Texas switch.
Come in, count it.
I hide the double somewhere in the back, switch out the main actor with the double, and then continue the fight in camera without a cut.
And after that, we're gonna have to find a way again to switch the stunt guy with the actor to make sure it's still in a one-er. So that's pretty tough.
How do you feel, Viv?
I feel good, yeah.
When you're all into it, it's gonna be awesome.
I think it'll be good. 3, 2, 1.
Boom, Texas switch.
Nice work, man.
There you go.
Each fight has a unique look and feel to it. We start where Santa hasn't discovered himself yet. And with each fight, he's finding more and more back to his past.
There's always a backstory to characters, so you make the fighting style representative of who this character is. So how would a Viking fight? The oldest martial art in the world technically is wrestling. So we just do a version of that.
Cut. Good. Moving on.
All right, you heard the man. Time to kill Santa.
What we call the barn fight, where mercenaries go into a barn where Santa Claus is hiding and Santa takes them on.
The barn's a pretty amazing fight. I had to go kill all these dudes.
Up, head smash. Step back, turn.
As he gets permission to be brutal, we start to see these old techniques come out.
Roll and then do a turn forward. So keep it over your head. That's it.
It's a scene in the movie where Santa's fully realized who he is.
Yeah, dude.
We try to up the ante every time. So we shot a lot of close-ups, quick cuts, whip pans.
And then see the silhouette of him moving out of the, without, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then we follow the hit to the splat. He's taking the bad guys out in fun, violent ways. That's the funnest part for us. Trying to get maximum amount of carnage in a short amount of time.
We are big fans of humor in action and finding moments within fights that could make it a little bit more edgy or fun. There are some moments where we push the envelope and we see how far we can take it in regards to the action and the violence and the gore. But when we do that, we always want to combine it with humor.
You'll be fine.
And if we can get a laugh at the same time as people are shocked, there's no better feeling than that.
Whatever it takes, Christmas dies tonight.
The final fight, Santa versus Scrooge, we shot it outside in the freezing cold.
The fight with John at the end, I found that to be the most fun fight. We just worked really hard. Yeah, it was brutal.
They trained us hard. We took the action very seriously. We wanted to look like we can really fight. And the big fight with David was 55 moves, which is a massive amount to memorize and to execute.
Well, John is our first choice as a villain, mostly because he's so different in size, shape, feel, vibe, everything.
A lot of the fights have been fun and edgy and cool and all that, but this is just about pure emotion, and I think that's my favorite.
The last Christmas. I still believe. Oh, shit.
Cut! That's it!
Santa Claus is coming to town.
My name is Tommy Warkola, and I'm the director of Violent Night.
I'm David Leitch, former stuntman, turned director, turned producer.
Ever since me and David Leitch worked together on Hansel and Gretel, we've been talking about working together again.
We had the same sensibility. I loved his provocative nature.
David was talking about it as a film he was considering doing. While I was saying, oh, that sounds really, really cool, I was thinking to myself, shit, I really wanted that movie. That sounds like something for me.
Right from the very beginning, he had a real passion for this story. And he claimed, I think it was because he was like Norwegian, like he feels an allegiance to Santa Claus. I kept wanting to tell him that Santa Claus isn't a Norwegian, it isn't real, but he really felt like it was like his story to tell.
I'm a big fan of mixing tones, where things can be funny and action-filled, but also have a big heart.
David Harbour has brought something very unique to Santa. He's jolly in a subtle way, but also very grimaced and down to earth.
He has an edge to him, but he can also have a sort of humanity. Also the physicality that he has. He checks a lot of boxes on who you'd want for your ideal Santa.
We wanted to create a great adversary for Santa. So we have John as Scrooge.
So you see, Christmas ruined my life.
I really love John. He's always ready to tussle and always interested in making things deeper and more connected.
This Scrooge is a twisted individual. I don't know if you root for him, but you understand him somehow.
I'm gonna torture everyone in your family. Who should I pick first?
The pig Jason. He's my mom's favorite.
I don't think you'd want to go to the Lightstones Christmas party, even if it wasn't invaded by a bunch of mercenaries.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, I've been a part of this family for quite some time now, but you never quite get used to the bizarre things that they do.
Excited to see your grandma?
No, don't shit in my mouth and tell me it's chocolate cake.
I really loved the ensemble of those scenes. We had everyone together.
It's incredible. I mean, I had so much fun.
I seen you scoop out brains before.
I'll scoop his brains out right now.
I love the fact that they put real stunt people in this movie.
On this film, I brought my team for the last 3 movies. They all have acting experience, too. Chan Aiden, Feng Jian, Mitra, and Charlie Yoon.
You got to know how they felt and their energy. And that made the fights a lot easier for me.
Not only can they physically do the role, they mentally can get into the character as well.
Hey! Are you deaf? Fucking move!
Good job, dude. Good job.
I go way back with JoJo. He brings a high level of skill to a small production like this.
In its own way, those action pieces are its own kind of dialogue. We're very story-oriented, so if we design anything, it has to move the script forward.
He's just so good. There's no other way of putting it, and he's so open for ideas. If something is not working, he has 10 other ideas on how to pull it off.
I've always been an artist. I get to see everything firsthand from behind the scenes, which is probably one of the coolest things that has happened to me.
All right, reset. That was good.
My average day as head of the greens department, finding the trees, bringing the trees, talking to the designer, planning ahead for the next sets that are coming up. So these little globe seeders are from a nursery. You can actually buy them, which is nice. But these really tall ones, they're everywhere in Winnipeg, growing on people's front lawns. We try to tell people that greens is terrible because we want to keep it a very small, exclusive club. It's actually a really fun department to work in.
So this is Santa. As soon as I read the script, it was the very first thing I researched. So we've come a long way.
There is this big red jolly suit thing, but underneath it, there's this like leather harness. So there are all these different dimensions to it.
Seeing him dress up as Santa the first time, you got goosebumps on your back. It was just perfect. The team did so much great work. We shot in -30 Celsius, but they keep rolling and they keep doing fantastic stuff.
My favorite part about working on set is watching all the pieces fall into place. It's beyond words for me to describe that feeling.
Nailed it. It's very important to be a team player in film because you can't do this by yourself.
I loved every minute of it, man. Working with the best makes you the best.
I wouldn't trade this for the world.
Welcome to BTS for Violent Night. Cody, that was your cue, man. That was your pour the blood cue. God damn it!
Casting Santa was tricky because he has to have the natural gravitas of a Santa Claus and the sense of kindness. But there's got to be something beneath there as well, and there's got to be something more. There's got to be a darkness. And David was the first guy we reached out to because we felt that he had that combination of things.
They told me the idea, and it sounded so hilarious and really fresh and weird. I really wanted to see a guy who was trapped in a saccharine commercialist idea of Santa Claus become this Viking king.
This Santa is very different than anything you've ever seen. I can't picture anybody bringing what he's bringing to this Santa. The depth of feeling, the rage, the humor.
You guys went home and got my spare sack. I can't stay mad at you guys. I can't.
One of the things that David brought was some really keen insights on like, how do we make this character likable? He is kind of a curmudgeon who doesn't like Christmas anymore, but we have to find his humanity.
Santa?
Yeah, this is Santa.
I hope I'm not bothering you.
I'm on a break.
And it's been a true pleasure working with him and going on this journey with him.
And I really liked Tommy as a director, and he had a real passion for this very earthy Norwegian Santa that he wanted to do.
You swing out more.
Oh, give you more space here?
So I can grab.
Okay,
Because
so
right now.
boom.
Yeah. Oh, I see it coming, yeah.
He's actually very agile and fast, and he learns choreography and action stuff really quick.
David is larger than a lot of average dudes, so we played into that.
Hit! To the face! I think we're having fun with his powers, like going up the chimney and the magical sack. And all of that stuff is leading into the choreography.
Christmas magic. I still don't really understand how it works.
Really difficult Now having a sense of this idea of a new Santa mythology, to look at any normal Santa without thinking that he's a warrior.
He's perfect. You look at him and go, that's Santa.
There's a beautiful moment in the movie where he rediscovered the magic of Christmas. It shouldn't be the thing that you take away from a big, hardcore action movie, but I think that's the magic of this film.
Yeah! Come on, you beautiful bastards! We've got some work to do! Yeah!